Well, hey, welcome to Lunar Instincts Tarot. It's your girl Amira here. I know it's been a little bit since I've posted, but I am so happy to be back. So excited to be back and feeling so good thanks to all of this lovely Aries energy that's been circulating too. All thanks to my Aries moon too. Shout out to anybody whose birthday is coming up this Aries season. All right, y'all, let's dive into some messages. Like I said, I'm super excited to be back. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for visiting. If you are returning to my channel, welcome back. I'm glad to have you and glad you're back here with us. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if these messages resonate with you. And I love to hear from y'all in the comments. So please let me know what's going on. Woo, that was fast. 3 of Swords. We had this energy come out pretty quick. And at the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Queen of Cups. Am I sensing a little bit of heartbreak here? I hope not, but I feel like it is. I'm very strongly feeling some heartbreak energy. So if that resonates with you, we're already tapping into your energy, honey. But let's see if it turns around. Interesting. The next card out that we got is the 9 of Wands. So somebody is really going through it. If this resonates with you, you might be very much feeling some heartbreak right now, some disappointment. We don't know what the situation is about yet, but it's definitely something that you're trying to push through and work through, okay? It's interesting because I was literally just saying how I'm feeling kind of an uptick in energy with this Aries season, as I typically do around this time of year thanks to my moon sign, but maybe, you get an opposite feeling around this time of year. That's what it's looking like for somebody. Let's see what else we've got. 4 of Wands, though. So if you are feeling some sad, disappointed, or heartbroken energy, you might be coming out of that. Maybe you're feeling that and you're like, hey, I want to put myself back out there. Maybe I'm going to go out. Maybe your girlfriends or guy friends are getting you out of the house to get out of that 3 of Swords, Queen of Cups, heartbreak or disappointment energy. But something is coming up for you. 6 of Swords. I don't know why I'm getting this might be something to do with water, actually, for you. I usually don't interpret this card, the 6 of Swords, that literally, but I'm kind of getting that. Maybe some sort of a boat party or a party at someone's lake house or a party at a friend's and maybe they live near a lake or a body of water or they're coastal or something like that. King of Wands, the Sun. This is a very charismatic energy here. Emperor at the bottom of the deck too. This might also be somebody who's very successful. The Lovers. Okay. There's the Queen of Cups again. All right. Okay. I think I'm picking up our storyline here. So if this resonates with you, you might be an individual, someone who is very empathic, someone who can sometimes wear their heart on their sleeve, or all the time, but very emotional, very soft, maybe even a very dreamy sort of individual. And you may have had your heart broken recently. I hate to see this card. 3 of Swords. You can even see the graphics on this card here with this particular deck. They're a couple of skeletons, somebody stabbing the other in the back. So you may have experienced some sort of betrayal in love that's led to some sort of vulnerability from you. And you've really been struggling with that. If you have caught this reading and that resonates with you, just that initial message, if an opportunity comes up for you around some sort of get together. I'm trying to think what's this time of year. Maybe some sort of graduation party or birthday party that's coming up. Could be the birthday party of a friend who has really fiery energy. They could be a fire sign, you know, sun, moon, rising, whatever that looks like. But some opportunity is going to come up to connect with people. And it looks like you may be meeting a very, very charismatic figure who is going to take an interest in you, if that's something that you're looking for. Now, everybody lives their own life. You have your own free will. I was gonna say, I'm getting that this is a new energy. I don't feel like it's whoever this betrayal may have been around. And this doesn't have to be a romantic situation. I'm kind of getting that though, especially like the whole meeting at a party and then the lovers. This could be like some business opportunity coming up, but because we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom and not like the Queen of Pentacles, which represents like stability, finances, that sort of thing, or even the Queen of Swords, which typically represents intellect and logic. I'm very much the emotional card here, so I'm feeling like this is a love-related reading, but take what resonates for you. Let's try to get some more details on this individual, because they're coming through looking pretty suave. Hanged Man. Is this somebody who's been waiting? That came... I had a card pop out, but it's face down, so you know we don't take those. Loud and proud messages only, please. Any other cards? Just the Hanged Man? Seven of Pentacles. That's basically just confirmation. This is somebody who's been waiting around. Knight of Wands, waiting for an opportunity to come in. So this person, whomever this is, and we have the King of Wands here, but it can be male or female, okay? And you can be embodying whatever energy. Maybe you aren't the one experiencing or who recently experienced a betrayal or a heartbreak, but maybe you're going to serve as this charismatic, more driven, initiating figure coming in and meeting someone who's recently gone through something. If that's the case, though, either way, I feel like there's maybe some sort of familiarity between you and this person. Like, you've known each other in some way. That doesn't mean it was an ex or anything like that, but this could be, you know, maybe someone who was a friend of yours for some time, and maybe you lost contact after a little while. Or maybe this is a friend of a friend, someone you've known of. Maybe if this is a friend of a friend, you know, the person, whoever's party this is that you're going to, possibly by some body of water for a lot of you, man-made or naturally made or whatever the case, but they may know this person and maybe have spoken with you about this particular person, and you're going to actually end up meeting them at whatever this event is. But whatever it is, it's someone who's like kind of been in the vicinity, kind of connected in some way, that you're going to meet at this event here. I want to learn a little bit more. Let's see what their intentions are. I'm going to be a little bit protective of you here, because if this is your energy and you're going through some stuff, I know you're probably like, what do they want? So let's look at the Lovers closely and see if there are any other messages with the Lovers. What are this person's intentions? Woo! Oh, Ace of Swords. Okay. And the Magician at the bottom. So I think whatever their intentions are, they're going to be clear about it. So pay attention to the signs. The Ace of Wands is like the utmost truth and clarity. Whenever I see this or the Justice card, I know it's like the sword of truth, right? Let's see if anything else comes out. Whatever it is that they're looking for, and it might be different depending on who you are, right? But I think this person in some way, shape, or form is going to be transparent about their intentions. So pay attention to those signs, right? The Moon. Yeah, they're not going to hide. hide their intentions. So if this is somebody who's looking for a relationship, they're going to hint at that. They're going to be clear about that, right? With that Ace of Swords and the Moon, they're going to cut through any fog. If this is somebody who's, just looking to get back on the saddle themselves or dip their toe in the water, they're going to be transparent about that too. So if you meet this person, you go out and maybe, you want to use this as an opportunity too to kind of dip your toe in the water, see how it goes. Listen to what they're saying, right? But also make sure that it lines up with their actions and not just what they're saying, right? Interesting. Okay. Let's look at the Sun though, because the Sun is a really happy card usually, and I am getting charismatic, but let's see if there's anything else behind the Sun energy that's coming your way. I don't know why I'm feeling kind of like cautiously optimistic here for you. Like, this person looks great, right? Like, they look like they would be fun. Maybe they look really good on paper. We saw that Emperor flash underneath the deck when these cards came out. So this might be someone who presents as being very successful. They might be very mature. Very mature. Or they could just be older, right? Like, age and maturity don't always go hand in hand, but, so with those sorts of things, like, they may very well be either older or more mature or a combination of the two. They might be a business owner, whatever the case might be. But this person can really, really be a catch. But I'm definitely getting this, pay attention to the signs and signals and how their words line up with their actions here. Because whatever it is, it's going to be clear if you're paying attention to those signs, right? So just keep an eye out. But let's look at the Sun and see if there's any more. The Star. That's nice. See, this feels like the Star and the Sun. I feel like this is just more clarity. I feel like this person is just going to be really, really honest with what it is that they're looking for. The Star and the Knight of Swords. Like, I see diplomacy, right? I don't see them necessarily being tactless with expressing whatever this is. This may be somebody who is very diplomatic, which makes sense too. The King of Wands is usually a pretty charming individual. But this is somebody who's going to be pretty clear. You may, well, maybe not for all of you. You may need to read between the lines a little bit too. Which one is this? Nine of Swords. Worry. Yeah, I don't want to worry you. If this is your energy, I don't want to worry you, right? Like, this individual, they're coming through, they're attractive, they're charming, but definitely make sure that you're keeping your eyes peeled. That's what I'm getting for sure. This is somebody who's been around for a while. Again, it looks like they may have connections with people, like you may have mutual interests. Maybe ask other people if you're a little bit skeptical about it, but Queen of Swords. Yeah, you will be. Queen of Swords. You're not playing. You're not playing. But at the bottom of the deck, if this is you, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands too, which is good because that means you're probably going to match this person's energy a little bit. Maybe be a little bit flirty back, very charismatic, having a good time. I love that for you. What's the outcome going to be here? Let's look at the outcome. Let's look at the outcome here for the collective. Eight of Cups. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Six of Wands. I love it. That's awesome. Fantastic. Okay. So what's the outcome? The outcome is going to be you moving from Eight of Cups is the card of being stuck, right? Like you look at this one, they've got all these cups around their head, they're looking down. The imagery is very dark. There's a lot of emotional kind of stuckness here, but I see you looking out on the horizon with the Three of Wands. That's typically what this card is, and looking out into the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory and movement forward. So if this opportunity comes up for you, if you're an individual who has maybe recently gone through a tough time in terms of recent betrayal, this could be in a romantic relationship, a familial relationship, a friendship, whatever, some sort of betrayal. You're going to be, it looks like, invited to some sort of gathering, and that might be somewhere by the water or some place where you have to travel to get to it. Maybe it's not your hometown per se. Maybe you're going on some sort of trip. Maybe you decided to go on a solo vacation by some water, something like that. And while you're out, you would meet an individual who's very charismatic and charming and outgoing and whatever it is that they're looking for. I'm not getting a whole lot of specifics on what exactly that is. It'll probably differ for each of you. But whatever it is this person's looking for, they're going to be pretty clear and upfront about it, right? Just make sure that you're approaching it from a realistic standpoint too, and staying grounded and understanding and interpreting what it is that they're saying and matching that with their actual actions, okay? And I'm really getting that that's a strong message, especially with that Queen of Cups energy that came up a bit here. And this might also be, especially if the event or party or whatever that you're going to is that of a friend or an acquaintance. This person who shows up for you is going to be somebody who has been in your circle or is attached to your circle or outer circle in some kind of way, okay? But thankfully, the overall outcome, what I see is you moving forward from this Three of Swords, Nine of Wands, kind of stuck emotional space to where finally, like, you're looking forward to something and getting your groove back, so to speak. I might title this video that. Because that's what I feel like this energy is. You know, whether this ends up being a long-term thing or not, I don't know. And maybe that's not what you're looking for or hoping for at all at this point. But definitely it looks like an opportunity to, and I think you'll take advantage of this, have some fun, get yourself back out there a little bit and play around, and then go from there. Give you a little bit of confidence back. I'm strongly getting that with the Six of Wands card too, especially with the victory connotation there. So that's what I have for you, my friends. Oh, this is a good reading. I was so worried when the Three of Swords came out with the Nine of Wands. I was like, oh, geez. But this looks really nice. So definitely, if y'all get some invites or something like that to come to somebody's graduation, kid's graduation, or their graduation, or a birthday party for Aries season, or whatever, make sure that you go. I definitely think that you'll have a good time, and it'll be worth it. It'll be good for you. So, all right, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. And again, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I want to hear from you if this resonates, okay? See you later. Bye.